Things about to get better. Yeah, things about to get better. Ooh, things about to get better. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Things about to get better. Ooh, things about to get better. Yeah, things about to get better.
What's up, everybody? I know that's right. Things are about to get better. I'm Gary Diggs. Thank you for being with me tonight on The Conversation on I Can Rock TV on Wise. I'm 360 Wise TV. I'm so glad you're with us on tonight. We're going to have an amazing time. We got a great show planned for you on tonight. I'm so glad that you were taking time to join us tonight. A couple things we want to talk about before we go into the show. That thing is get it done. That's what our whole theme is about tonight. And I just want to ask you, have you ever been lonely in a crowded room, disappointed, rejected, hurt, broken, mistreated, misled, mishandled, misrepresented for various reasons, for whatever has happened? However, you still have to find a way to get it done. And I encourage you tonight to let the word friend and faith be your comforter. So make sure you befriend faith on tonight, because I promise you things are going to get better. But you have to have faith in yourself. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to know it, regardless of what it looks like, regardless of how it seems. Hey, regardless of what your past has been, I get it. We all have messed up. We've all made some mistakes. Look, I still make some mistakes. But you have to be able to have faith in yourself and trust in yourself. A word that I just learned is called infallible, which means it's impossible to make a mistake, meaning faith. As long as you have faith in place, it doesn't matter what happens, because I promise you, faith will see you through. It will be there for you when everyone else walked away from you. So on tonight, I encourage you to befriend faith and allow faith to be there for you to get you through your week. Okay, enough of me talking. I'm so glad that you're joining me tonight for The Conversation. And tonight we're theming it called Get It Done. And we have a couple great guests tonight. We have recording artist, music producer, Brennen Pritchett. And we also have my good friend, Mr. Get It Done himself. Lonnie Hunter is in the building. So tonight we're going to have an amazing time. Again, you're watching Gary Diggs, The Conversation on I Can Rock TV on 360 Wise TV every Monday night at 10 p.m. Stay tuned.
Things about to get better. Yeah, things about to get better. Ooh, things about to get better. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Things about to get better. Ooh, things about to get better. Yeah, things about to get better.
Welcome back. I'm Gary Diggs. You're joining tonight on The Conversation. I'm getting ready to bring out a guest, Brennen Pritchett. I've known him since before he knew himself. So I guess that's telling my age now. But I'm going to introduce to you Brennen Pritchett. Brennen Pritchett.
My friend, my brother, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm great, man. What's happening?
Man, thanks for having me on, my main man, Gary Diggs. What's up,
Look
man?
at you, boy. Looking good. Look at that. Where you at, man? Where you at?
I am in my own studio, BPM
Wow.
Studio here in Clayton, New Jersey.
Well, I tell you this. I've known the family, I don't know, 35, 40 years.
Yes.
That means I've known Dad before you even born.
Right.
But we want to stick with you tonight. Brennen Pritchett, musician,
Yes.
singer, songwriter.
Yes.
Recently, I was at the wedding, husband.
Yes.
But you're a preacher's kid.
Yes.
Okay. You are now the owner of a studio, recording studio, which I'm presently doing some work out of.
Yes.
You know, with some artists. I'm excited about that. BPM Studio, as you just seen on the screen. I'm just excited about you being one of those dudes that's getting it done. And that's what the theme is tonight, get it done. I want to ask you, we want to talk about your project in a moment because you just released Organology, correct? But prior to that, back in 2016, I believe, or 17, sometime around there, you had The Art of the Master.
Yes.
Correct? All right, see, I do my homework. I want you to tell us a little something about who is Brennen Pritchett.
So Brennen Pritchett is a native of Glassboro, New Jersey.
Okay.
Grew up in church all my life. I started playing piano when I was 5. I started accompanying my dad when he ministered out and preached when I was about 8, and became his minister of music at 12. And in about 2016, that's when I really jumped into production. And now in 2020, I have my own recording studio. I went from my mother's basement, and now my own recording studio.
So it started off in mom's basement.
Started off in mom's
sure.
basement.
So let me guess. Were you one of those that was up to 3 or 4 in the morning making noise, and they were trying to figure out can you just be a little softer? Yeah, I know. I get it.
Yeah, that was me.
And how many Friday nights were you sitting in the basement practicing when most of your buddies were outside playing and you could hear them?
Oh, this was every day.
Yeah.
This was every day.
Well, I got to say that I'm extremely proud of you, man, and to see what life is really doing for you. I learned something on the day that said life sometimes gives you what you've earned, you know. So if you put in a day's work, you get a day's pay. Right. So I'm just super proud of what you're doing. Your project back in 2016, I believe, the Art of the Mastery, right?
Yes.
It was an amazing freshman project, and it didn't sound like a freshman because you had some major players on there with you, and it sounded good. I remember being at that session.
Right.
But recently, you had this incredible outdoor event on all this acres of land.
Right.
You know, and the day before when we met up, it was pouring down, raining. Right. We weren't sure what was going to happen because of all the mud and everything. And we just kept looking at each other like, okay, Faith, we got this. We got this. And to see the event was so successful, vendors and all. But the project itself, Organology. I'm a musician. I'm looking to get a project, but I see the word Organology. I want to hear organ is what I'm looking for. Tell me something about the name, theme. Where did it come from? Talk to me about it.
So the definition of organology is a specific genre of music, study of a genre of music. So after my first project, that was a gospel project. So I wanted to venture out into other genres of music. So I started writing other genres. And then I said, since I'm known for the organ, let me just add some little organ to some of these tracks and diversify it up. So that's how I got the project Organology.
Gotcha. Wow.
So it's an all genre music project.
So now that the project's available, I'm sure that they can get it on all the media outlets.
Yes.
It's out there. Now the studio, recording studio. As I said, I'm presently assigned there with a couple projects I'm working on. Tell me, how is it now going from going to everyone else's studio to now being a studio owner, being the CEO, the executive, the boss, the manager, the maintenance guy, the administrator, you're doing everything now. And you're putting out quality projects, quality work. Tell us, how has that experience been so far? And where do you see BPM headed within the next, 4 to 6 months to a year out?
It's been a journey, but it's been when I first started, had the idea, I didn't know I was going to be transitioning from my job at Amtrak.
Okay.
So after that, I was like, I got to find out what I'm really supposed to do in life and a career and, things like that. I'm just getting married. So it was just like a lot of things at once. And from that day, I just drafted up these plans from watching my father's blueprints from him building the church. So even like down to the doors, I was even able to adjust it and write it down on paper. And it's been a very very good experience for me.
Okay.
It's been all but beneficial to me. Just finding out what I really like and what I don't really like, what I'm going to accept and what I'm not going to accept. So moving forward, I was able to build a studio, and over time, I was able to save up my Hammond, my motif, drums, microphones, all this time. And I said, this was really meant to be because I have all the things that I've already needed.
Wow.
To start this. And I see myself in another year. I'm expanding. We have Studio A upstairs,
Okay.
Which is all recording now. Studio B will be a multi-recording room downstairs. We're going to call that Studio B, our rehearsal room. So we'll be able to do live streams. We're going to make that into a radio station.
Nice.
Photography, rehearsal. We'll be able to stream live, and we'll be able to do TV interviews. So we're moving to not just a studio, but establishing a network, BPM network.
Nice. Well, I'm glad to be a part. I'm so glad. And after you get Studio B put on, of course, you're going to come back, talk to us about that and the other things that's happening with you. But again, I'm just grateful because, like I said, I've known you all your life. And one thing I have to say, you have always been a gentleman. I remember when we first met, you said, I know who you are. I said, who are you? He said, my dad. And I'm like, who's your dad? And you told me, I'm like, your dad is Pastor Horace Pritchett, wonderful ministry out there in Clayton, New Jersey. I'm just extremely grateful for the family, for Mom, and of course, your Uncle Kev. Candy, I love him. I'm just grateful to see what is happening in your life. And let me ask you this. I know we run out of time, but how is it now with being married and doing married and ministry? Being able to find time to do, Capitol Grill,
right.
And still do studio, sometimes getting in 2 or 3 or 4 in the morning.
Right.
How has it been for you?
It's been an adjustment, but with this, me being a husband, I've always watched my dad, how he had to adjust and not complain, but just move with the adjustments.
Gotcha.
So being with me, all the experiences that I had over my life, with ministry, moving from the house to the fire hall, unloading, unpacking, packing, it taught me how to adjust. Okay. So now that I'm married, it's kind of like second nature. It's a constant adjustment. So I just adjustment and keep it going.
So your word for the night is adjustment.
Yes, adjustment.
Wow. Those of you that just tuned in, I'm with Brennen Pritchett, owner of BPM Studio in Clayton, New Jersey, and you are watching Gary Diggs, The Conversation on I Can Rock TV on 360 Wise TV every Monday at 10 p.m. My good friend Brennen Pritchett is with us tonight discussing his latest release, and he's talking about his studio and got Studio A in the process of working on Studio B. And then who only knows what's going to happen from that 2 or 3 different locations. Who knows what's next? Like I said, I'm just glad that we're friends, just in case I need $7, $8. I can reach out to him and get those dollars from him. But I'm so happy for you, man. I'm really excited about what's happening for your career and everything. Tell me where everybody can reach you at. How can they get a hold of you?
You can reach me at www.brennenpritchettmusic.com. All of my social media, Brennen Pritchett Music, and my email, bpritchettmusic@yahoo.com, or you can call us here at the studio at 609-641-0164.
Wow. You heard it. Brennen Pritchett. Ladies and gentlemen, Brennen Pritchett. Thank you for being with me, brother. Love you, man.
Love you too, man. Thank
See
you,
you soon. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Brennen Pritchett. Again, I'm Gary Diggs. The conversation on I Can Rock TV on 360 Wise TV. I am so excited about the next guest that's going to be with us tonight. But before we go there, I just wanted to talk about the upcoming shows. I have David Frazier coming on, Patrick Lundy, Cedric Thompson, C-Dubs. The guest list just goes on. I have so many people that's going to be coming on over the next few weeks. We'll make sure that you stay tuned and stay connected. The show is based on talking about music, entertainment. We talk about, we got to vote. It's time to vote. Don't forget that. We're talking about politics. We're just talking about a lot of things. There's a lot of things just to keep you in the know. But I'm going to bring my guest out in a few moments. His name is Lonnie Hunter, world renowned. I mean, what can I say? And we're friends. And he's a great guy. So I'm introducing to you Dr. Lonnie Hunter.
Things about to get better. Yeah, things about to get better. Ooh, things about to get better. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Things about to get better. Things about to get better. Yeah, things about to get better.
Dr. Lonnie Hunter.
What's up, boy?
What up, boy?
How you feeling, sir?
Man, don't you mess with me tonight. What's happening?
I'm good.
Look at this.
Got me up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Man, talking about funny. This is funny. Listen, man, I am so glad that you with me tonight, bro. I am really honored that you took time to do this for me tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dr. Lonnie Hunter. What can I say? I try to go through your bio just to kind of get it in this time frame, and it's hard to do that. You've done so many things. You're doing so many things. Let me fix that. You're doing so many things. You accomplished so much, and I'm glad to be a part. Listen, you're a military guy.
Yeah.
You're an artist.
Yeah.
Songwriter, producer.
Yeah. All right.
You recently did the remake of Elijah, The Days of Elijah, with Vanessa Bell Armstrong.
Yeah, that's my baby.
All right. You host the McDonald's Inspirational Celebration Gospel Tour.
Yeah.
I think I fumbled that up, but
no, you did it right. You got it.
I got it right? All right.
Everybody fumbles that up, but you got it.
I mean, Stellar Award winner, TV host, radio host, singer, and my favorite, master choir director of all time.
Bless you, Doc.
Just an amazing, I mean, we've worked together on projects. We've been in the studio together, and to see what you do with vocals and how you're able to command their attention at 2 and 92 without being disrespectful to older people. I've seen it. I've watched you be able to come in and get what you need out of them without scarring, cutting, hurting people. Tell us, Lonnie, who is Lonnie Hunter?
Man, I'm just really a dude that believes that everybody is able to do more than one thing.
Okay.
So if you can do more than one thing, you should be getting more than one check.
Multi-stream income.
Yeah, okay. I just believe in, people say the people who try to do too many things don't become experts in any of it.
I heard that, yeah.
But I'm just not a fond believer in that. Because I believe if you've got all your eggs in one basket and that basket should get a hole in it, i.e. COVID or the pandemic, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You have to cultivate everything that you do so that whenever you fall back, you can fall back on something that you know how to do.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, this has been your staple, your stamp, your tattoo of get it done. And I've watched this happen for you over the last several years, and watching how you transitioned from Chicago here. And we had Percy Beatty on last week. And so, we in Chi-Town again, and another Chi-Town person tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But to watch how you have transitioned from one state, come to another, and without fumbling or missing a beat, you've still been getting it done. And that has been, like I said, your staple term. And everybody, everywhere I go, someone's always talking about getting it done. And I'm like, okay, but it always originate back to the creator of that. And I just thank you, man, for being that example, showing us, and leading by example about how to get it done. Now tell us this, with this pandemic and everything is just shut down. What are you doing besides working out, like I am in the gym and all that?
Like you all right?
I didn't want to wear my muscle shirts tonight, so I thought I'd keep it a little loose.
Got jokes and they're good.
But tell me this, with everything being closed down, we're not really traveling like we were, and a lot of course the Sunday situation is not like it was. What are you doing to remain relevant to, as Percy mentioned last week, this is not recess, it's time for reset.
Right.
So what are you doing during this time? And I always use the saying, you don't want to waste while waiting. So what are you doing during this time to keep, getting it done as you've been doing?
One of the things, Gary, that I had to realize is that everything is not shut down. Yeah, the store might be shut down, or the church building might be shut down, or wherever you might like to go might be shut down, but you have not been shut down. Gotcha. And the fact that you are still alive and active means all you need to do is reshift, is reorganize, is redirect what it is you're supposed to be doing with the time.
Okay.
That thing is shut down, but that thing is shut down. You are not a thing. You are a living, breathing organism that is not shut down, because when you shut down, you die.
Wow.
And we are not dead. We are still alive.
Wait a minute, go back. I'm not shut down.
Yeah, I'm not a thing.
Is shut down because I'm not a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, you close and lock the doors on things.
Yeah, yeah.
We live, and as long as we live, just like the word says, every day is brand new mercies.
Yeah.
So if I get a brand new mercy tomorrow, that's not a brand new mercy if the pandemic lifts. It's a brand new mercy. So you go out and you do what you got to do, and you learn what you have to learn now that you have time to learn it. But if you sit in a place and in your head you think shut down, shut down, shut down, your body will begin to react to what your brain is telling it. Shut down, shut down, shut down. So then you see yourself on the couch all day. You see yourself in front of the TV all day because you're shut down. You're shut down. You see yourself eating because now you have a reason to eat and to overeat because everything is shut down. Or you Uber eat, or you're ordering everything every 5 minutes because I'm shut down. I'm in the house. I need everybody to bring stuff to me.
Bring to me, yeah.
You're not shut down. Get out of that house and go. Even if you're learning something on your computer, take the computer and take it to the park and just be outside and learn it there, so that you get in the fresh air. You're not in front of the refrigerator, eating while you're learning. You know what I'm saying? You have to set yourself up in a different way so that you can come out of this thing with the victory. We still have the victory.
Wow. Wow. We were talking about a week or so ago, and I mentioned to you, I said, Lonnie, that situation didn't do what I thought. And you said, no, it did exactly what it was supposed to do. Yeah. Because there has to have been a lesson learned from that. Yeah. And I think one of the things I really enjoy about our relationship is when we talk, we laugh, we giggle, but there's always a nugget that comes out of there. There's always some wealth of knowledge. Have you considered this? Before you just up and jump and do something, you want to think about that. You want to plan, have your actions already in place to make sure you know exactly what. So with that, with all the tours, scheduling and handling, the church and the various things that you're doing at once, how do you juggle your schedule? How do you make a day? How do you just fit everything in within your day?
I'm a firm believer that I'm not the leader of my day. I'm not the leader of my schedule. I'm not the leader of my life. That's why when things become a part of me, my leader is the one that orchestrates how it's going to fit. Just like you have a choir director who's leading the choir, it is not up to you to figure out whether the sopranos are going to come in on time. That's up to the leader. You do your alto part, you do your tenor part, you be present, you be there, so that when it's your time to do what you got to do, you're there. So I serve a God who is my leader.
Wow.
So no matter what he gives me, it is not up to me to figure out how to fit that in. It's already been fit in before it got to me. That's how it got to me, because it fit.
It already
so
fit.
When you say things like all things work together for the good of them that love the Lord, that's all things.
All things. That's everything.
And no matter what he pushes up on you, you have already been prepared to do that, plus what you've already been doing, because somehow what I do on paper looks like you should not be able to get this done in 24 hours.
Wow.
Or in a 7-day week.
Yeah.
But when God is the leader of it, I just follow his lead. And when it's time to do this, literally, that's the only thing I have to do. Not that anything else suffers. It's just that the next time coming up is to do that. So I do that. You follow me?
Yeah.
I follow the leading. That's what it's called, following the leading and the guiding of the Holy Spirit. It's not that you have to be deep and falling out on the floor and foaming at the mouth, talking about I'm following his lead and his guidance. No, you have to do that every day. Every day.
It's a daily walk.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Wow. I'm sure you being on tonight, we have some choir directors that are on. We have, I'm sure, singers and groups and them that are on tonight. What words would you share with some choir directors? I get it with the virtual rehearsals, and some doors have opened and some people are back in, and you have some members that haven't sung in 5, 6, 7 months. How should they be conditioning themselves to get back into that law without bleeding out their neck, with some of those songs?
Well, I tell you, a good leader knows where they were when it started.
Okay.
So for you to have spent a lot of times with a lot of new music, and in your head you envision doing this stuff, but only you are envisioning that. So when you come back together, you expect them to be what you've been listening to. You have to be really, really honest with yourself about what level of talent you're working with. So if you have to start with something that's easy and unison, which is a whole lot of the praise and worship stuff that's out now, it's just unison and sing song type of stuff, and it's okay. Do that until they get back used to using the instrument, because if you haven't been using it, it's going to be out of shape.
Yeah. Wow.
And if you are not a singer, singers sing. Choir members can sing or not sing, depending on whatever it is that they do, because that's not their number one passion.
Yeah.
You follow me? So when you pull me back to an extracurricular that's extracurricular for me, I haven't been doing this all this time. I've been working from home or teaching my kids or schooling from home and all that kind of stuff. That's what's been important to me, not the singing, because that's not how I make my money. So when I come back, I have to be, you have to be able to kind of regroup and restructure and know what they can and can't do.
And know what they can't do. Because something that I've noticed that with one of your styles that I've never seen before, and that's directing without looking at them. Once you've turned your back from the choir, and then you're right there engaged with the audience, but the choir is still synced, the band is still where it needs to be. And that has to come from rehearsal.
Absolutely.
It has to come from discipline. So rehearsals are important then.
Rehearsals are extremely important, and not only just rehearsals, but a connection with your singers. If my singers know me musically, they can almost tell you what I'm going to do. It's just like a singer that you hear sing all the time. You can almost guess what's going to go in this place because you've heard that. So you have a connection with that. And I don't care how great the singer is. You can be listening to Kim Burrell. If you have studied Kim Burrell, you can tell, it doesn't take anything away from it. It's just what she does.
Right.
So if you've been spending time with your singers and they know you musically, then they almost know what you're going to repeat. They almost know when you want to swell. They know kind of what your facial expressions mean, even if you've got your back to them. You follow me?
Gotcha.
So it's all in that kind of body language communication. Just like when I'm in front of the choir and the band is playing.
Right.
I don't have to look over there to make sure I get your attention to do something.
Right.
After all of these years, if you haven't figured out that you need to be watching me while I'm watching them, then we have a bigger issue. You know,
we got another issue there. We got another conversation.
Right.
We got another conversation there. Speaking of that, how does that work with the band? How important it is for the, you know, because I'm sure, you know, with all the traveling, you meet some of the most amazing musicians across the country. And I'm sure you meet some where you say, wow, great talent, but his character is horrible.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he can play, but this will probably be his last time on this trip because of, so I always believe that your character your talents will get you in, but your character will really keep you in or get you kicked out. Can you just share a little bit on your thoughts on character building for singer, musician? I mean, great talents is wonderful, but what's your character like?
Unless you are the lead person, your character is everybody's character. So if I have a musician who is nasty to people, no matter how great I can sing as the lead character in this group, the people know me through how they have dealt with him.
Correct. Be
that manager, be that booking agent, whatever it is, by the time I get there, no matter how nice I might be, they have already functioned and structured an opinion of me based on who they had to go through to get me.
Okay.
You follow me?
Yeah.
So your character, when you walk in the room, has already been established if you are who they book and they used to go get you. So they already don't like you if you walk up to the stage and you're wondering why people are looking at you crazy. It's because of who came before you and how much they had to go through to get you to this stage moment. And you wonder why people are looking at you crazy. You have got to realize that my reputation is your reputation.
Okay.
If somebody sees you out, they'll say, that's the guy that plays for Lonnie Hunter.
Okay.
They won't say that's Gary Diggs. You follow me? So whatever it is you're doing becomes what I do. Whether I'm in the room. Yeah.
No, that's good. Lonnie, I have to go to commercial. Will you hang in there for a couple minutes with me?
Yes, do it. Absolutely.
Ken, take me to commercial. We'll be right back.
Things about to get better. Yeah, things about to get better. Ooh, things about to get better. Yeah. Things about to get better. Things about to get better. Yeah. Things about to get better.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Gary Diggs, The Conversation on I Can Rock TV on 360 Wise TV. I'm with my boy, Dr. Lonnie Hunter tonight.
What the deal, Bill? I'm having a great time.
Let me tell you, man, I'm enjoying this conversation tonight. But there's no way I can let you off this interview tonight without doing clues and category with you.
Am I about to be the contestant?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I don't have my clock up. I don't have my time clock up there. But just a couple questions. I mean, you are the king of clues and category, but it's no way I can not have you on my show and not do clues and category with you.
I'm only the king of clues and categories because I'm usually standing there with the answers in my hand. I have never been the contestant, so who knows what this is about to be.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I think you'll be okay with these because no way I would set you up for anything other than successful in this one.
Okay, we'll see.
Right. We're going to do this for the next 32 seconds. All right, here we go. Name the children to Mike and Carol Brady from the Brady Bunch.
All of them?
Name as many as you can.
Cindy, Jan, Peter, yep. Bobby, and Greg.
You got 5. Okay. There's one more. Marsha.
Oh, Marsha. Okay, right. Marsha.
All right, I got two more to play with you.
Okay.
Other than Albertina Walker, name two other original caravans.
Shirley Caesar and Inez Andrews.
My favorite, Inez Andrews.
And my mom.
And your mom sang with the caravans, right? Wow, she's one of the originals. Wow. And what was mom's name again?
Augusta Hunter. She was one of the background singers.
Wow. All right, you're doing good. Okay. One more. Name three African American television families from the 80s.
From the 80s. So Good Times is 70s. That won't work. Fresh Prince is 80s. Is he 80s?
He's 80s.
What's his name? Urkel. They're the 80s, right?
Urkel's, they're the 80s. Okay,
and no, Urkel is Family Matters. That's Family Matters, right?
Family Matters. That was 90s.
And the Jeffersons, were they 80s or 70s?
The 80s, Jeffersons.
Okay, there you go.
Wow. Jeffersons, you had.
I'm killing it, baby.
You know, I tell you, with your radio show and TV and me doing this for the first time, this is no easy seat.
It is something, ain't it?
It is something, and I have mad respect. You know, Destiny went to school for this. I have mad respect for what you guys do as journalists and how you're able to sit there when, to me, an hour seems to be forever.
Yeah.
You know, where you guys, you know, y'all know exactly what to say, how to talk. I mean, it's just, I'm sitting there saying, I still have another 20 minutes. What? You know,
right. Especially when you have a guest that just kind of looks at you like, okay, now what you want to say it, or they give you all one-word answers.
I'm like, look, I need you to talk a little longer. Please say something.
Right. You're doing a great job, though, Gary.
Man, I'm trying to do the doggone thing, man. Thank you, man. Let me ask. So what's on the horizon for you over the next few months? Any projects coming out? Anything that we need to know about that you want to share?
Season 2 of the TV show is starts December 3rd on Roku and our Raymond Television Network and Comcast.
Okay.
That'll be every Thursday night starting December 3rd at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. And we've got guests like you won't believe: Yolanda Adams, Todd Delaney, Vanessa Bell, Lexi, Jermaine Dolly. It's just a really, really good time. So every Thursday you'll be able to see that. And then the new single, we'll be putting that out in February.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to it.
I'm excited about everything that's happening. How can they follow you on what is on Instagram, Facebook? How do they find you?
Everything for me is Lonnie Hunter Music. Lonnie Hunter Music on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter. Now, if you're on Instagram and you just put in Lonnie Hunter without the music, you will get a guy, and he makes people think he's me. So put the music on the end of it, because a lot of people have told me they've had full conversations with this dude thinking he was me.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna tell you something. It's funny, but it's sad. Usher came to me, this is 2 years ago. Usher came to me and said, "Brother Diggs, your mother is so sweet." I said, "My mother?" I said, "Okay," you know, felt like maybe she knew me, you know, from when I was a kid. I said, "Really?" She said, "Yeah." I made sure she had a good seat. I got her a nice seat over in that section. I said, "My mother?" I said, "Man, my mother's been gone almost 30 years. She said, "No, this lady," as she walked in, she said, "The young man on the organ, I'm his mother." She said, "So I assumed that was your mother." So I said, "You gave who? Who is this woman?"
Right.
Who is this lady?
She should have brought her right on up to the organ and set her next to you.
I wish she had brought her. And she told the usher, "I don't want to disturb him, so I'll just sit, you know, if you can get me a seat." I said, "She hustled you. Who's this lady?"
Did you ever meet the lady?
No.
Oh my God, man.
You see why you need security? Do you see why you need security? Do you say?
Right. Right.
Man,
and you sit with your back to the audience, so you don't know what's going on behind you.
We're about to fix that when this pandemic is over. We got to turn everything around at that point.
Come on, Chip. Come on, Chip.
Yeah, but I mean, but that seems to be happening a lot. Where a lot of people are doing fraudulent, taking people's names and characters and creating pages. And that's just crazy. These are people that need to get somewhere and sit down, or need to start.
And they actually created and will contact your followers.
Wow.
But the only thing I say when I see somebody contact me that I don't normally talk to, I just ask, how do I know you?
Yeah.
And then they just stop talking to me.
And they just disappear.
They just disappear. Wow. Because they just know we know each other because you are following that other page, but they don't know how we met.
Wow. Well, Lonnie, listen, man, I'm grateful that you were with me tonight. On next week, man, we have David Frazier.
Nice.
Major songwriter. He's written a lot of stuff for Hezekiah Walker and so many different artists. As I mentioned, we had Percy Beatty last week. In the upcoming weeks, Patrick Lundy is coming on, Cedric Thompson, C-Dub. The list just goes on. So it's going to be an amazing time, and the whole point of this platform is to kind of keep people in the know and to kind of give people a chance to have a one-on-one with like a Lonnie Hunter, get a chance to see someone, offset of the choir, behind the choir mic and all that, baby, to just kind of talk to them a little bit. But I'm extremely thankful, man, for you coming and spend some time with me tonight. I really, really do appreciate it. I'm gonna let you go, but in closing, just give me something to share with the people about getting it done and moving forward. I get it. I messed up. You don't understand, Pastor Hunter. I did this and I made this mistake, and my husband left me, my wife left me, my sister died. Life just hits. But okay, I get all that because all of us got something that we go through. All of us. So none of us are immune from life. Tragic things have happened. But give us something that's going to speak some hope to our listeners on tonight.
One of the things you have to understand is part of who you are is what you've been through. So you are not who I am. I am not who you are. That's why our experiences are different. Who he needs me to be is different than who he needs you to be because you are you. Yeah, so in order for me to be who he needs me to be, he's got to take me through what I need to go through in order to become this person. So my it is not your it. Your it is not my it. I can't do that. I have to get my it done. You feel me? So when I say get it done, the get is easy. The done is easy. But the it is the smallest word in the phrase, and it is the most work. Because in order to get the done, you have to do the it.
You have to do the it.
You have to do it. It's the ups, it's the downs, it's the challenges, it's the victories. All of that is your it. So that when you get to done, you can really sit back and enjoy yourself because you are who you are because of your it.
You are who you are because of your it.
Yeah.
Well, that's a hashtag right there. You are who you are because of your it.
Yeah, man.
Lonnie Hunter, man, love you for real, man.
Love you bigger, Doc.
Give me $5.
No. I have no qualms with that word. No.
Hey, what do you say? Get off? Well, I'm not gonna say get off my phone. I can't even say that, right? So that won't even work tonight. Get off my phone.
And you're in control of it, so whenever you push the button, that's it for me. I can't do nothing from where I'm at.
Man, love you for real. Thank you for spending some time with me tonight. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Everybody, this is Dr. Lonnie Hunter, Mr. Get It Done himself.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Things about to get better. Yeah, things about to get better. Things about to get better. Yeah. Things about to get better. Things about to get better. Yeah. Things about to get better.
I hope you enjoyed yourself tonight. Brennen Pritchett and Dr. Lonnie Hunter just giving us so much wisdom and sharing so much information with us. I'm excited about a new book that I wrote. My first book is entitled The Broken Key. That's coming out January. I want to make sure that you really stay tuned to more information concerning pre-orders and all that for it. And again, next week, my guest is David Frazier, an incredible songwriter, musician, producer who's written so many major hits. He'll be with me on next Monday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you again for being with us on tonight. I want to send a special thanks out to I Can Rock Entertainment and to 360 Wise TV, Paris Bowens, who's laying some wonderful music in the background, all the producers and everyone that's playing a part in making this show what it is. Stay blessed, and don't forget, I don't care what it looks like, what it feels like, just know that God's got you. Remain in his will and not his way. This is Gary Diggs, The Conversation. I'll see you next week.
Things about to get better. Yeah, things about to get better. Ooh, things about to get better. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Things about to get better. Ooh, things about to get better. Yeah, things about to get better.